Hey everyone, it's Big Mike, and good afternoon to everybody. Today we have Bob from Velocity Futures and Anthony from Tpo Chart, and they're going to go over how you can get Tpo through Velocity, and then after that part is covered, Tpo Chart is going to do a live presentation of the actual platform itself and show you guys a few things as well as take any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and turn things over to them. We're going to start with Bob at Velocity. And just a couple things. I know that the webinar format has changed from what you guys are used to. This is GoToWebinar. We had to change software. So there's two big changes I want to make everyone aware of. One, when you ask questions or when you type into the chat or the question box, they're only going to be visible to the presenter. Okay, so you're not going to be able to see each other's chats like the other software. So what's going to happen is as they're going through their presentation, they'll stop every now and then they'll answer those questions, and the answers will be over your PC speakers, just like I am right now. So be sure and listen for the answer. Okay guys, so I'm going to turn it over to Bob.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for attending this demonstration of Velocity Futures' latest addition to our platform offering, Tpo Chart. My name is Bob, and because I'm not an AP, I am simply lending my voice to this quick Velocity rundown. My colleague Clint is here with us as well. Clint is a licensed AP and will be able to answer any of your questions in the Q&A session. Thanks also go out to Anthony with Tpo Chart for joining us today, and of course a big thanks to Big Mike for hosting and getting us all together. So a quick rundown of today's agenda. We will begin by briefly discussing some of Velocity's features, systems, and services, and we will follow it up with a brief Q&A session before turning it over to Anthony for the Tpo Chart platform demo. He'll also have a Q&A session following his demonstration. So with that, let's get started. We're using screenshots from our website, tradewithvelocity.com, for the presentation. You can, of course, visit the site for detailed information whenever you'd like. Velocity is a full-service futures commission merchant that was founded in 2002. Our client base ranges from active traders to hedge funds, professional trading groups, and introducing brokers. Last year, on average, we processed over 400,000 contracts per day for our clients. We've been in the Futures Magazine Top 50 broker listing for the last 3 years, and we have been a technology-based firm from the start. This has allowed us to provide our clients with cutting-edge tools and services while maintaining extremely competitive pricing. This is our commission tab on the site. As you can see, they are clearly posted along with the margin requirements and contract specifications. Each contract's commissions are broken down by product, volume tiers, platforms, and various exchange memberships. We have a membership desk set up to assist our high-volume clients with becoming members of the various exchanges, which will significantly reduce their trading costs. Throughout the site, there are links like this to take you to our online account forms. We've made it as efficient as possible to complete the application. Once submitted and approved, we can provide you log-on credentials to our client portal, which will walk you through the required compliance documentation and allow you to upload them directly to us. Once your account is set up, you can be up and trading within 30 minutes of the receipt of your initial wire. Each of our clients has free access to a powerful and secure client portal. You're looking at the home page, and from here you can quickly review and manage your account and much more. You can view real-time positions, P&L history, account balances, net liquidity, and such. Quickly access statements and trade records for viewing or download. Down in the right-hand corner, you can access the banking functions that will allow you to wire money in and out directly from the portal, and get a top 10 look at our leaderboard, which we'll cover in just a second. Each of these sections on the home page can be expanded to view and use their full functionality. From the Reports tab, you can review useful trading statistics using a customized date range. It'll show you the percentage of winning versus losing trades. You can see what hour of the day you typically make or lose money, your average gross profit per trade over time, and if you do better long versus short. The leaderboard you see here is our most popular portal feature. As you can see, as of yesterday, there are 670 of our clients that have opted into the shared community. As a client, you can anonymously opt in by using an alias as well. The leaderboard displays current day's trade data, including what products they're trading, their volume on the day, and the current day's profits or losses broken down per contract, as well as open, closed, and net positions. With the addition of Tpo Chart, Velocity now offers 6 trading platforms from which to choose. Several of the platforms, including Tpo Chart, are offered free from platform fees. We also provide free real-time data simulators for all 6 platforms. We're currently offering 3 months at our level 3 commission rate to all new clients that choose Tpo Charts for their trading platform. This is a 15-cent per contract reduction off of our base rate for US dollar-based contracts. For example, the ES would be $1.66 per side, all in. So as far as our infrastructure, we maintain world-class data centers in Chicago, Houston, and Frankfurt, Germany. Our networks use Tier 1 carriers exclusively, and we utilize self-optimizing routing technology designed to eliminate bottlenecks. We provide hosting facilities with rack space in the Equinox data center next to the CME for black box latency-sensitive trading systems. And our support staff and trading desk is available 24 hours a day with our helpful, knowledgeable staff to assist our clients. Because you're here to take a look at the Tpo Charts, we just covered the basics concerning Velocity. If you'd like to see more, you can visit www.tradewithvelocity.com, or if you'd like to contact us, you can email us at operations@velocityfutures.com or call 1-800-490-9390. So with that, we'll open it up to questions before we move on to the Tpo Chart demo. So Mike, unless I'm looking in the wrong spot here, we don't seem to have any questions at this point.
Yeah, there's a couple. Hang on just one second.
All right. Okay. Here we go.
All right, the first question is, can you open accounts outside the United States? And we do have clients trading from different countries throughout South America, Asia, Europe. It really depends on the country as to whether or not our compliance department will allow you to trade from there. For instance, there are restrictions on accounts from Canada, accounts from Australia, and then other countries that may be on the OFAC list. All right, the next question is, what is your level 3 commission for the 6E, which is the full-size Euro contract? Give me one moment, I'll bring that up. All right, level 3 on Sierra is going to be $2.12 per side, all in. Next question would be, what level of Tpo Chart do you give for free? That's a good question. We offer the package 3 available. You can get the level 5, but we require a 50 round turn minimum per month to be able to keep that. You provide tick data. Our data is from Trading Technologies for this platform. We do not filter the data. It is directly as it comes from Trading Technologies. So yes, we do provide tick data. The next follow-up question for that was, can I download the data? Sierra Charts will actually store minute data, but I don't believe it has archived tick data. Do we offer Forex trading Euro USD? We don't offer the spot Forex contracts. We only offer the futures contracts. The day-night, what is the daytime, nighttime margin for the 6E? During the day, you're going to be trading at $500 US for the 6E. If you hold past the close, you'll be required to post the full maintenance margin, or initial margin rather, on that contract. Once Globex session resumes, you can trade that contract at $1,500 per contract. Another question is, how frequently are my current positions updated on the website? The positions are updated in the portal. It's not exactly immediate. You're not going to see that exactly as you place the trade. The portal will actually pull positions from our risk application, which will show your positions, but it's not necessarily going to be in real time. It may be delayed. But the platform will show your positions in real time. Another question is, how long has Velocity been in business? We've been an FCM since 2002. What time do the day margins kick in? That's a really good question. That starts at 7 a.m. Central, and it goes until the product close. For example, with the ES, the day margins will end at 3:15 p.m. Central Time. The question is, what is the full overnight margin 6E if you hold through the close? The full margin would be $4,320 on that contract.
If anyone else has any questions? All right, Mike, it looks like we're all done here. So, if you want to give control to Anthony, and we can get started with the Sierra chart portion.
Actually, I see two questions, I think, on, let's see, the clarification on the level 3 versus level 5, if you could go over that one more time.
Level commission rate?
Chart platform.
Oh, on the chart.
Versus package 5, if you could cover that again.
Yeah, it's a question about level 3 package of the software versus level 5. The level 5 is going to have a little bit more advanced features with the charting. Both versions are still going to have archived data, but I believe it would be a good question for Sierra Chart on the specifics. But I believe that there are more options, like market profile, for example, is going to be available on package 5. And a few other things like that.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. And we will turn it over to Anthony. And if anyone has questions for Velocity, you can still ask them, and they'll come back and answer them once Anthony is done.
Okay, hello. I hope everyone can hear me. Do you hear me okay, Mike?
Clear.
Okay, good. Okay, let me just check my setup. I'm trying to see how I bring up the little window that shows what they're seeing.
That is called attendee view, I believe.
Attendee view. Oh yeah, okay, I've got it, but I don't see it. Oh, okay, it was hidden. Okay, good. All right. Well, hello, everyone. First, we want to thank Velocity Futures so much for the opportunity to demonstrate Sierra Chart. I'm going to give you an overview of Sierra Chart section by section. I'll start off with charting, and then I'll take questions after each part. So Sierra Chart is it's a complete charting and trading application. We provide advanced charting. You can see here a chart for the S&P futures. I'm going to go ahead and close out the time and sales window and the market depth window so you get a clear view. So this is a candlestick chart, and you can choose through the chart settings various types, OHLC bars, and just a whole lot of types here. And you can see, you've got lots of settings to configure session times, even more settings here, and even more settings here. You can link charts together, link the symbol, the bar period, the scroll position, the session times. One nice feature on this chart is I've got here on the top right, it's like a graphical view of the market depth. Okay, and then here on the right, if I drag up and down, I can expand and compress to scale. Okay, I just right-clicked and then I get a menu, and we have interactive scale move. And then I can now click and drag and move the scale up and down. Okay. If I right-click, I can select reset. By dragging along the time scale here at the bottom, I can change the spacing of the bars. Over here on the right, we have a trade window attached. I'll get into that a little later. So I'm just going to go through the charts that I have already open. As you can see along the bottom here, I have many tabs, so you can just switch between charts with tabs. So here we have the Russell 2000 mini futures. This is just an OHLC bar chart. And first, I want to just explain, we're connected to the Trading Technologies FIX server from Velocity. Now, when it comes to historical data, you get more than 10 years of historical daily bar data. And historical intraday data, there's going to be at least 6 months of data, and that's down to the tick resolution. And Sierra Chart, when you open a chart, it downloads the data and just stores it on your computer for charting at any time. Okay, so, and of course there's a scroll bar here at the bottom of the chart to scroll back and forth. You can load up any number of days you want. So I'm going to go to the next chart. We just looked at this one, the E-mini futures. Here is the Euro futures versus a dollar. I've got a Bollinger Band study up, and this is using like a filled draw style. It's using actually a transparency, and it's drawn behind the main price graph. Okay, we have here, this next chart is a daily bar chart of the E-mini S&P futures. I can go to chart and then select weekly. Okay, it gives you even a longer term view, so you can get a really long term view of the market. Okay, then here we've got a Tpo chart. Some of you may be familiar with this. This is what's included with Package 5. It's just a different way of looking at the market. I can take any questions you have about that. Okay, here is a chart with a couple of studies. So we've got a moving average study. At the top, in the middle, we've got the volume study, and then an ADX study at the bottom. So you can add all your studies through analysis, studies. Okay, and you've got a long list of studies available. Okay, including, here's pivot points, variable period, point and figure charts. So pivot points, variable period would be like if you want to do like hourly pivot points or whatever you want, like even 10 minutes, every 10 minutes. You can save a whole group of studies together and their settings and then easily select them from the analysis menu. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, this is another great feature. This is a volume profile. So this shows like the volume at each price level. And you can also see that it's color-coded according to bid volume and ask volume. And this is based upon the underlying tick-by-tick data available from the TT data feed. So also this is the Euro futures. So you can see that it's updating in real time. So we're currently at 1602. Okay. And this also is a feature part of package 5. It's what we call numbers bars because they're just, it's just bars with numbers, and this is showing the at each price level it shows the difference between ask volume and the bid volume. And here's a range bar chart. So where each bar is a specified number of ticks. In this case, it's 8 ticks per bar. Okay. And okay, I want to demonstrate drawing tools. So we have a large number of drawing tools. That's on this menu here. Okay. And I'm going to select the trend line tool, so I can just draw a trend line. Okay. And if I right-click that line, there's various commands you can use on it. Another useful tool is the chart values tool. So if I click, I get across here, and then I can click here on this TV button, and then I can see detailed values for each chart column. If I go back to this chart, which has some studies, you can then see the values for the studies as well. And if you want to change the time period of the chart bars, you can just use some toolbar buttons for that. This is a 1 minute. You can go to a 5 minute. You can also just type through the keyboard. Like if I type 3 on the keyboard, I can go to a 3 minute. Okay. Yeah, so I will definitely cover the bracket orders and OCOs. Okay, how about any questions?
Mike, make sure you've got the question box open. There's actually quite a few right now.
Yeah, I do. I see the, I got the chat. It's titled Chat. I just see one from Robert about to cover OCO and bracket orders. That's all I see, unless I've got the wrong...
Yeah, there should be a new box that says questions.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't quite get that. Questions, all right, let me just detach that, put it over here. Okay, yes. Oh boy, there's a whole bunch of them here. Can we go over historical data again? Yeah, we discussed that. Set for 6 months, but only get 2 months. Well, that's going to... Okay, so someone asks, they're set to download 6 months of data, but they only get 2 months. Most probably because, like with futures contracts, they begin trading at a certain time. So maybe the particular contract you looked at, started trading just 2 months ago. if you need to get, if you think you should be getting more data, you really just have to go over the settings under File, Data/Trade Service Settings, and then also under Chart Settings. And then, after you adjust those settings, you need to refresh the data. There's a procedure for that, and it's best that you ask through our support board, and we'll give you the procedure. Okay, someone is asking, can you get NYSE tick data and also delta ladder? No, on the TT feed, that's just futures only, and there's not the NYSE tick index. You can get that through our other data providers. Delta ladder, I'm not quite certain what a delta ladder is, but we do offer these numbers bars. Maybe that's what you're looking for. That's what I'm showing right now. Can you show how to add some studies to a chart? Yes. I'll just, this chart's got some studies, so I'll just go to Analysis, Studies, and we'll pick another one. I'll just throw Bollinger Bands on there. So I just select it from the list, click Add, and OK, and there you can see it. If I want to take a study off, I'll go Analysis, Studies. Let's remove ADX. I selected it from the list, click Remove, and then OK. For volume profiling, can I customize the volume profile for a period range? Yes. Yeah, it's very customizable. Let me show you the settings on that. Okay, volume by. The study is called Volume by Price. Okay, I just added it. Okay, I click the Settings button. So here is the Settings window. So you have various period types, and we've just added to this list. You can base it on the visible bars, by bar count, fixed by time, one period fixed time length, based on Tpo Chart, and several others using like start dates and times. So it's very customizable. You shouldn't have any trouble with that. Okay, do you have delta bars? Yeah, I think I just showed that. And I am going to get into trading next. How long is the free trial of Sierra? It's 2-week free trial. Is there a bid and ask? Bid and ask chart. Yes, I believe I demonstrated that. What language do you use for programming indicators and strategies? We use C++. Show the DOM. Yeah, I'm going to show the DOM connected to the chart, right? Cumulative delta. Yes, there is a chart book we have which does provide cumulative delta. Are range bars available for Forex? Yes, absolutely. A range bar chart can be done for any symbol. Will you be covering any aspect of the auto trade feature for Sierra? Not in this overview, no. But if you ask us on our support board, we can answer any questions you have. Show how to place order. Yes, I'm going to do that. With the trendline tool, can you set an alert so that when the price penetrates the trendline, the alert goes off? Yes. Yes, that's possible. Let me just quickly show you how to do that. I'll just go ahead and draw a line here. Okay, so I'll just draw a line right here. Okay. Then I just right-click on the line and go to Alerts, and you can configure it here. Are there any hotkeys for chart drawing tools? Yes. On the Tools menu, you can see on the right column, in each column, all of the shortcut keys. Yes, and I'm going to fully demonstrate chart trading, and I'll get to that. Do you adjust data when a contract rolls over? No, you have to manually adjust that. Can you duplicate all of your indicators from one chart to another, like change instruments? Yeah, I mean, you can save, like these studies here, I can give them a name. I'll just call it name. Okay. Then I click Save All. Okay, so then if I go to another chart, let's say this chart, well, that's not a good chart to, yeah, I can do it on this chart. So if I go Analysis and then select Name, then I can apply those studies which I had on another chart, on this chart or any chart. Do you have market profile? Okay, well, we have what are called Tpo charts, and that's right here. So that's what we offer. Sorry, you demonstrated the difference bid-ask, but not bid-and-ask. Yes, we do have that. I think I know what you mean. Let me first of all remove the studies. So let me go to Chart, Graph Draw Types. Okay, I think this is what you're looking for. Let me just expand the width of these bars. So I think that's this shows you the actual ask volume by bid volume. Can you show how to set a certain time of day to trade? Well, we're just going to be demonstrating manual trading, so obviously, that's just going to, you'll be placing the trades whenever you want. As far as automated trading goes, we're not going to cover that. So someone's asking about TPO charting. Can you build a composite chart for, let's say, the last 60 days? Yes, that's possible to do. So this is our TPO chart. And it's just a matter of, I just opened up the settings window. I apologize if I went too quickly with that. And it's just a matter of setting like this profile time period length to, it's 1 day now, you would just set it to 60. But you have to make certain you've got, 60 days loaded into the chart. If I went to 60 now, let's see what that looks like. I'm going to also take the increment up to 1. But there may not be enough, 60 days in there. But anyway, this is what we got when I went to 60 days. Okay. Can you show how to make indicators colored by rising, falling, or above, below 0? Yes. Okay, so that's a good question. Yeah, I think we can do that with stochastic studies. So, okay. Slow stochastic. Okay, I've added that to the chart. Settings. So then we go to the slow D. So right now the color is just like a violet color, but if I go to auto coloring, I can then base that on slope or base it on whether it's positive or negative. But in the case of the stochastic, the value is always positive, so that wouldn't be too useful. Or we can do same as base graph, which would color it based upon the relationship between open and close of the price bars. Let me just change this color. Just make it like green. Okay. That's a little bit confusing the way it looks. Let me hide one of the subgraphs. Okay, so here's the percent D line of the slow stochastic. As you can see, it's colored based on its slope. Okay, how about that's all the questions I see right now, and I've got a lot of questions about chart trading. So let me just go into that right now. Okay. So here we have the ES Mini Futures. Someone's asking, is there a DOM window available to trade manually? Yes, there is, and we're going to get into all that right now. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put up the chart DOM. So I'm going to go to the Trade menu. The Trade menu is where all of the trading functionality is accessed. So I'm going to activate the Trading Chart DOM. Okay. So as you notice on the right side of the chart, we have a buy column and a sell column. That's for rapid order entry. Okay, so let's say I just want to enter a just a simple buy limit order. I can right-click. Okay, first of all, as I move my mouse pointer up and down, you can see over here in this box, you can see the current trade price, and I can also set the quantity here. So if I click this, I can change the quantity up to 2 contracts. Okay. So if I want a buy order, I just right-click on the chart, and then I select buy limit. Okay, here's an order confirmation. I'll press yes to confirm. I'm going to go ahead and disable the confirmations. So I went over to the trade window here, which is docked to the right side of the chart. And I'll remove the confirmation for new orders and also for order modifications. So here we have a limit order, and if I can just quickly click this order and drag it to any price level. Okay. I could also enter an order on the chart DOM. Okay. This is just single click. So if I want to put an order at 1336.50, I just click here, and there's the order. If I want to put a sell order, let's say at 1337.50, I just click here. And as soon as I do that, we're going to get a fill because that's below the market. So you can see, let me just show you what's going on here. So here's our position line. We are currently short 2, and you can see the profit loss, our average fill price. We also have a little marker on the chart bar to show where our fill took place. I can hide those. If I go to the trade menu, I can uncheck show filled orders, and then those are gone. Okay, let me just turn that back on. So if I just want to flatten and cancel, I can just click this button here. Let me use my move the pointer over there so you can see. So I'm going to click Flatten Cancel on the trade window. Here's a confirmation. Okay, yes, we're now flat the market. So let me explain attached orders. This lets us set up a target and a stop, which are in an OCO group. OCO means order cancels order. I'm sure you all know that. Someone's asking, what are the green, red, white lines on the top right of the chart? This is the market depth, I think you're referring to. So that's the the relative volumes at each price level of the actual orders at the exchange. Let me just compress this or pull it down a little more so you can see the totals. Oh, and this little 0.25 here at the top right is the difference between the bid and the ask. Big Mike's asking, is it possible to submit an attached profit target and stop loss for a buy stop or sell stop order? Yes. Let me do that now. So attached orders are configured on the trade window here on the right, and these are your targets and stops. So I'm going to enable this option to use them. We've currently got a 10-tick target and a 10-tick stop. Let me tighten that up because just so that they're not far out of view. Let's just go to four ticks on each of these. Okay. So that's just, that's pretty easy. You just use the up and down arrows to change the number of ticks. You notice this one says all OCO groups. That means it's like a common stop in case there are multiple targets. So let's do a stop order. So let's go ahead and put in a buy stop above the market. I just right-clicked. I'll select buy stop. So here's our, we've got a working buy stop, and then we've got our target order is our limit order here on top. at 1340.25, and here's our stop order at 1338.25. And as I move the parent order, the children, as they're called, adjust. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the stop down just so it fills. Okay, now we're in the market. We have a position. And we'll just kind of let that run and see what happens. Hopefully we'll get a small profit. I'm going to go back to the trade window and go over the order types for attached orders. You can use a limit order for a target. You can also use market if touched order for a target. For stops, you can use a simple stop, stop limit, trailing stop limit, triggered trailing stop, or move to break even stop. Can you show the full DOM? Yes. Okay. So I've got a couple of DOM windows I've opened up. Oh, here they are. This is the same contract. I could just click and drag here in the middle to move these numbers up and, the column of numbers up and down. If I right-click, I can even just do, I don't know if other DOMs can do this, but I can select interactive scale range and expand and compress the prices. I'm just going to go back to auto scale the chart DOM to get it back to the default state. So this is an adjustable DOM, so I just widened it. So here's our all of our orders. I just moved the target order up. I can pull the stop order down. So it's very easy just to click and drag these orders. I can change the quantity just by clicking this. This is 2. Okay, that goes to 3. So someone's asking, in the DOM window, I can see the current traded price. Where are the current bid offer quote? Well, you can tell, obviously by looking at the market depth, you can see right now that 1338.25 is the best bid, and you can see the best ask just based on the market depth number here on the right. How can you reverse your position? If I want to reverse, I just click reverse and cancel. I'll do that now. So now we were long the market, now we're short the market. If I want to, I can also detach this trade window from the DOM just by going, I clicked on the S button here. Okay, and then I'll select attach trade window to the chart. So now it's detached, and I can click this A button to make it even more compact. And then I'm just going to change the width of it. So now it's just a much more compact view. Can you show us reporting features like for fills? Okay, yes. So I'm going to go to the trade menu, and I'll select trade orders window, and here's all of our orders. We don't have anything open right now, but you can see all the orders that have been entered. Let me just put an order in right now. Okay, so you've got, let me just sort these by let me sort them by status. Put these orders at the top. Okay, so now we've got the yellow orders are the open orders. Okay, positions window. Okay, this shows our current positions. Okay, so we're currently short the E-mini S&P futures. Okay, short 2 contracts. We've got our open PL. That doesn't quite seem right. I think there's, I have to look into that. And then we've got our trade activity log here. This gives detailed view of all of the trading activity. If I click fill activity, you can see all of our fills here as well. So someone's asking, I could see the bid and offer in the expanded DOM window. I was referring to the chart DOM's bid and offer prices. Okay, well, if you're, let me close up these windows. Like right here, you can tell, you know, where the bid and ask is. I mean, you can see the bid and ask along the top line of the chart. If you can see where I'm pointing along the text line, we're at 1338 on the bid and 3825 on the ask. So you can also tell just based on these lines here through the you know, with the DOM graph, you know, you can just see where the best bid and ask are, you know, in the corresponding price levels. Does the reverse feature use one order to go flat, then one order to enter the new quantity, or do it all by doubling? It depends. Sometimes it's done, you know, when you're reversing, there will be just one order. It depends upon whether, you know, there are attached orders, you know, to be submitted on the new order. Let me just cancel the orders. Like if I want to reverse now and submit the attached orders, let me see if we get this probably. So I'm reversing now, and then it's going to submit attached orders. This actually would be two separate orders. You know, one order to flatten our short position of two contracts, and then another new order to open up position. And the reason that's done is because we have attached orders, so we just have to match the quantity, the order quantity with the attached order quantities. And of course, you know, these attached, this stop here and this target here, they're in an OCO group. So if I cancel one, the other is going to be canceled. Is it possible to change the font type and font size? The menu fonts are very large. Yes, and that's dependent on Windows. On this particular system, I just run large fonts, mainly because I use a touch screen. You may actually notice that you don't actually see, like if I go to the window menu, you may not see my mouse pointer actually move. I'm just like touching the screen. Okay. Can the chart next to price show the actual depth for each level? The numbers, not graph. Yes, I can turn that on. Let's see how that looks. It doesn't always look so good. So I just went into chart settings, and I'll enable show the volume numbers. So let's see how that looks. Okay, so there you go, Mike. I guess that came out pretty good. Can you please show and add the daily pivots? Okay. Yes, daily pivot points. So here's our daily pivot points. Let me switch to interactive scale range so I can compress it. So you can see the pivot points at 1331.92. Let me round those off to the nearest tick. Let me just check some settings here under chart settings. So we're loading 30 days. Okay. What kind of chart are we on? A 5-minute? Yeah. So our pivot point today is now just based on 24 hours from 0 to 23:59:59. The pivot currently is 13:32. That might not match up with other other values you may see because the session. This is just based on a day going from 0 to 23:59:59. But you can set the session times here, and set those to whatever you want. So if you want to start the trading day like at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time in the prior day, that can be done. So you want to see the arrow, the pivots, okay? Yeah, I can do that. Analysis, studies. Pivot points daily. Okay, so I just added pivot points to the 6E contract. It's currently 1.3548, the pivot point. Can you just define sessions? So Big Mike is asking, can you define sessions for charts like cash session versus overnight? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can, here in chart settings, we can set up a session, the start time and the end time. And we can also define a separate evening session. And we can then just switch in and out of that using a keyboard shortcut or a toolbar button. Can we show us a Renko chart? Yeah, okay. I'll just go ahead and do that on I'll just do it on this one. I'll take the Tpo chart off. So remove. Renko chart. Let me check the settings on that. Box size, that'll be automatically set. Okay. Okay, here's a Renko chart. Do you have line break charts like 3LB? Yes, we do have a 3-line break chart. Can I manually change the pivot value? No, that's not supported. So Big Mike is asking, how easy is it for users to share custom indicators and chart templates with each other? That's very easy. Like on the analysis menu here, which lists our study collections as we call them, these are just individual files in the data folder. Also, if you notice along the title bar of this chart, of Sierra chart, it says velocitydemo.cht. That's a chart book which contains all these charts I'm showing you now, and that can be easily shared. That file, you just send it to someone. Can you talk a little bit about user programming? Yes. You can create custom studies. The functionality for that is through these two commands you can open up the editor for custom studies and also build custom studies, and that's just done using our advanced custom study interface and language, and using the with C++, and we provide a compiler with Sierra Chart for that. Let's see, can you show us a chart with multiple time frame indicators, for example, so both a 15-minute CCI and a 5-minute CCI on the same chart? That is possible to do. It's just a matter of setting up the two charts and overlaying the study from, let's say you have a 10-minute chart and you want to overlay like a 10-minute stochastic on a 5-minute chart, you can do that. Robert, with Velocity, is there any trading features that you'd like me to go over that I haven't covered already? Or Bob, I mean. Let me just go back to the trading DOM. As you can see, this is very similar to the the trading interface on the chart. It's just basically, it is really the same, except there's just no chart here. So you just click in these columns, like in the buy column, I can click here to enter a buy limit, and the order appears, and I can drag it around very easily. I can put a sell order up here. Any plans to add a manual chase button? Well, we do have chase functionality. I'm not quite certain what's meant by manual chase, but like if I enable this chase option, that means anytime I enter like a limit order, it'll then chase the market up to the specified number of ticks. And that's done on the More tab here. We can that's set to 4 ticks, so that as the market moves up, that should then follow it. Yeah, Sierra Chart is so Robert is asking questions about how we don't use any registry entries and low on resources. That's true. Sierra Chart is very easy to install. It's self-contained in one single folder on your computer. It doesn't use the Windows registry at all, so you can just easily copy it to like a flash drive. And it's very fast and very efficient. It's written in C++. We put a lot of effort into making certain it's very efficient with all of its functions. I'm just noticing, it looks like, I don't know if you're watching the chase order, but it does look like it is moving along with the market, and we're getting quite close to getting a fill on it. And it's very stable software. It's rock solid. It's not going to abnormally shut down. How long has Sierra Chart been around? We've been around about 12 years now. So in regards to the chase functionality, user presses button when they want to chase. Right. Well, you really have to enable chase functionality, then submit a limit order, and then that becomes a limit chase order. So that's how it's implemented. Let me show you, just quickly show you the different kinds of orders you can do. I'm just going to flatten and cancel. So if I right-click here, we've got, you can, of course you can buy at the market. Let me just do that. You've got limit orders, buy limit, sell limit, stop orders, buy stop limit, sell stop limit. We have various OCO orders. Like if you want to put, for example, a buy stop and a sell stop in, you can do that. So let me do that now. So I'll just like right-click here to do a buy stop, and then click here to do a sell stop. So now these are in an OCO group, and when one fills, the other one's going to be canceled. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll just go ahead and pull this one in close to the market. I'll just go ahead and pull it all the way in. So that should just flatten us, and also took out the buy stop above because they are in an OCO group. Let's see what else we've got on this menu. Oh, and then if you want to, if you've got a position already and you want to send your defined attached orders, after you've already, gone into the market, let's say with a market order, you can, send your orders, and they can be, relative to either your current position price or to the price you right-clicked at when you brought up this menu. We've got commands here to cancel all orders, flatten and cancel, reverse and cancel. Okay, another question. Do you focus on manual trading or automatic? Both. I mean, Sierra Chart is very good with manual trading and automated trading. It has very good automated trading functionality. You can use like Excel compatible worksheets to do automated trading. That's really beyond the scope of this webinar, though. We recommend you just review our documentation for that. Can you show how to manually adjust contract rollover? If I start using Sierra Chart today and I would like to see 6 months data, how much work will that be for me to do the adjustment? So you mean, okay, I have a question. Do you mean like adjusting the historical data, like at the rollover point? So there's not a gap between going from one contract to another. Okay, can you put a moving average from a minute chart on a historical or on a tick chart? Yes. Yeah, that's done using our study/price overlay study. There's a question about a Forex price feed from another provider. Since this webinar is sponsored by Velocity, I can only talk about Velocity and TT. Okay. Well, as far as doing contract rollover, as far as adjusting historical data, that's done through the Edit menu and then Adjust Data. So you would then go to select this option, Add Subtract Amount, and you specify, the amount you want to add or subtract from the historical prices, and then you, sorry about that. You specify the first date and time to adjust and the last date and time to adjust. Okay, move to break-even stop. Yes, I'll talk about that. So let's go to, let me cancel out of this. Let me just clean all this up. Okay. Let me take these numbers off the DOM graph. Okay, let me reset the scale. Okay, so move to break even. Okay, so here on the trade window, let's change this stop here to move to break even. Okay. Let's set our profit trigger to, let's say we've got a profit of 3 ticks. That'll move to the break even, and let's go break even plus 1. So I will just go ahead and buy at the market. Okay. And let me pull this down. So we're now long 2 contracts, and we've got our BE stop right here at 1337.75. So as soon as we have a 3-tick profit, the stop will move to the break-even level plus 1 tick. So it would move in this case to 1339. Okay, I'm all set. So if you want to go back to Bob, that's great. Okay.
Hey, thanks, Anthony. Okay, Bob, I'm going to turn it back over to you. We've got just a couple of questions about commissions, in case you didn't see them because they're way back there. If you could just quickly talk about ES, and I wanted to know CL commissions with Sierra Chart, and I think someone was asking maybe the Russell as well. So I'm going to turn it back over to you, Bob. Thanks, Anthony.
All right. Yeah, it looks like there was a typo on the first response. It said ES commissions will be 382 per round turn per side. The per side shouldn't actually be there. It's only $3.82 round turn on the NinjaTrader with Trading Technologies. So it's not going to be $7.64 per round turn. Only $3.82 per round turn, all in. That includes exchange fees, commission, and what else here? Exchange fees, commission, clearing. Sorry.
NFA fees, 2 cents.
Yeah.
So one thing we didn't cover here is as far as if you want to demo the Sierra Chart software, you can just come over here and go to Trading Platforms, go down to Sierra Chart, and right down here at the bottom is demo request, just first, last name, email address, and your phone number. Phone number is important because we were talking about the deal that we were going to give, and we'll do that. We'll give you a call, or you can call us, and we'll make sure you get set up with that deal that we were talking about. Fairly simple to go through and download the software, as Anthony was saying. And I don't know if there's any other questions here that we can cover before we go.
We show the 6E commission structure. Just go to commissions, be listed under the CME. Scroll down, see the currency futures, 6E commissions. And here you can select the platform that you trade on, because the various costs of platforms, they're going to be slightly different. With Sierra here, you click that, and we're offering the 90 days at level 3, so you can see that there.
I don't think there's anything else. If anyone has any other questions while we're here, otherwise I think that's about it. We can wrap it up.
Hey guys, it's Mike. So thanks again for doing the presentation. And there are just a few more questions coming in, but I think at this point it's best that if anyone has any remaining questions for Velocity, to get in touch with Velocity directly, and maybe you guys can give a phone number or an email address. And then the same thing for Sierra, for those that still have questions about Sierra Chart features or how to do something. Probably the best way to get those answered is to contact Sierra Charts directly, and you can just go to their website and get the contact information.
We also have a live chat service as well on the homepage of our website. It's in the top right-hand corner, and you can go there. If maybe you're at work or something like that, you can't really call in.
Mike, are you still seeing our screen and hearing us?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Guys, well, thanks again. And for everybody that's here, the recording of the webinar will be posted in a couple of hours on the forum. All right, guys. I appreciate Velocity and Sierra Chart, and we'll do it again soon sometime.
Thank you.